All right, family. We black again with the general. You already know what time it is. We got that fire for you this evening. That's right. We got that fire for you this evening. We glad you're here. Showed up for this knowledge, and what we have today is profound. If it ain't the cost of living, it's the cost of dying. Just can't catch a break. You feel me? It costs more to shit, damn near as much to die it is as it is to live. So you talking, it don't make no difference whether you're coming or going. You cashing out. You feel what I'm saying? And we got to talk about this. We got the discrepancies in here so people know what it is. We know what we're working with. We know what we have to do in order to achieve success. But if you don't have all the numbers, you don't know what it takes to achieve success. What is your understanding of success? We got to clarify that. A lot of people don't ain't going, where we going. A lot of people not going where we going. So you have to again ask the people, uh, what is uh, what is their level of success. Before we get started, family, I want to make sure that y'all get over to Patreon. The link is right there at the top of the chat. Uh, Trapped on the Plantation, FBA Tales from the Big House. That's right. We're going in. This is a 12-part series. You do not want to miss it. Just can't break the cycle. And that's a shame. But we're going to help you with the truth. So make sure you get on over there, family, and be in the house for that most powerful presentation. We're in the house. But anyway, uh so let's deal with this, family. I got this here. I want to put this up here. Wait a minute, let me get that one out of there. Yeah, let me get this on my big screen so I can yeah, here we go. Here we go. Get it on the big screen. We looking at the global wealth pyramid. You see that? I want y'all to look at that. Now, I don't know exactly what year this is, but it don't make no damn difference. Okay. So you looking at the pinnacle. You looking at the top. You see the top uh I think it's 1.6%. This is global wealth now. You talking about 60%. 60%. No, 60 million. I don't know what I'm talking about. 60 million. 1.6% of the global population. 60 million is 1.6% of the population. Owns damn near 50% of the total wealth. Do you see that? Do you see that? 1.6% of the global population, 60 million people, own 48.1% of the total wealth. That's 226.47 trillion dollars. And we got a trillion. But I want y'all to look at that. So when you look at the bottom, we're gonna get down there. So you got 1.6% of the total global population, which is 60 million. And I guess they got that 1 million. So I guess they averaging, they gotta be more than a million. Got to be more than a million to be in that club, but it may be a million. I don't know if that's why the pinnacle was up there. You know what I'm saying? But as we seen in the United States, to get in that top percent club, you had to have eight. It was $8.1 million. You see, now when you come down and you see now the next tier is 16, the top, 16.4% of the global population under the 1.6, the 60 million, 628 million people, 16.4% of the global population, owns the next 39.2%. So you right there. Look at that. You talking about seven carry the one. You talking about 87.3%. 87.3% of the total global wealth is owned by 8, the top 18%. The top 18%. The top 18% owns, damn, that's crazy. 87% of the damn wealth. Then you come down. Then you come down. You got so at that top, so I guess it is at the top is 1 million. And then 100,000 to 1 million is the second tier. 100,000 to a million is the second tier. Then when you get to the third tier, 10,000 to 100,000, you got 1.57 billion. That's 41%, 41.3%. And they own $56.82 trillion. $56.82 trillion. Okay. Between 1.57 billion people. Okay. Between 1.57 billion people. That's the 12% of the wealth. And then you get down to the bottom. And so that's 1.5 billion, 1.55 billion, which is 40.7% of the global population. Damn near half. And they got 2.71 trillion. That's 0.6% of the goddamn population. So you got 1.55, so that's less than 10,000. Now, of course, the population is about what? It's about 7 billion. So some motherfuckers ain't got no money because they ain't even up there. When you look up there, they ain't even up there because you got 1.55 billion. Then you got 1.57 billion. You could put that together and that's 3 billion. So, I mean, you got to understand, that's 3 billion right there. And then you got 6.28. That ain't even a full billion. So you got 3 down there. And then you ain't even got a whole 4. So you got about 8. Well, you say 8. So it's some motherfuckers on here that ain't even got no money. So they ain't even on there. So when you really look at it, that's what I mean. You got motherfuckers that ain't even on the chart. They ain't got, man, this motherfuckers on here ain't got 10 pennies. It ain't funny, but it's true. So I mean, once you understand that, you can't be arguing with no motherfucker that's down, especially because the majority of these motherfuckers that niggas is some of them ain't even on the chart. You know what I'm saying? You arguing with motherfuckers that ain't even on the chart, man. You talking about arguing with some motherfucker with flip-flops on and all. You arguing with motherfuckers that ain't even on the chart. Make that shit make sense to me. This is what I'm talking about. So you got the majority of the people, man. I mean, and then when you think about 10K to 100,000, nigga, man, that ain't no money. That is not no motherfucking money. That's slavery too. So when you talking about a middle class, in today's nigga, 100,000 ain't shit. Nigga, that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't shit. You still nigga day to day. Damn near. For real. You still damn near day to day, nigga. You gotta count every penny. You gotta count every penny and make sure it get where it's supposed to go. For real. That's no luxury. So you talking about 3 million motherfuckers really. And now the ones at the bottom, they show nothing trouble. They show nothing trouble. But 10K to 100,000, because that could be 20K. That could be 30K. That ain't no motherfucking money. That ain't no motherfucking money. You see what I'm saying? So then you get to the top, and that's 100K to 1 million. And motherfuckers today, even in that bracket. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I didn't see motherfuckers talking, nigga, even in that bracket. So the only motherfuckers that's for real, nigga, like, and even that's why they ain't showing the whole thing, man. They ain't showing the whole motherfucking thing. Because even in that, I can show you another chart where they show you that 0.001 who really got the majority of that 2.6. Yeah, that 1 million ain't shit. Yeah, that 1 million ain't shit. Yeah, that's the you know, that's the what is the word I'm looking for? It'll pop up. You know what I'm saying? It's not telling the truth of how even there's tiers way above that. Even what they trying to say is the pinnacle. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. I had to get the other chart. Yeah, I had to get the other motherfucking chart. But this is just showing you now. I'm gonna show you the American system, and just so motherfuckers can see this shit. Hold on. And so that's the American one. And it still could be broken down, but you got the top 10%. Uh, 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 uh. Now see what I'm saying? Where it say 67, but that's old. That was in 1989. This is 20. Look, you see when I said 67%. See, when I was reading it, that I wasn't even reading the whole thing. See, because that wasn't the right information. You see, that was 67% was in 1989. In 2013 is 76%. The top 10% own 70% of the wealth. Then you got the top 40, well, the 40% up under, they got only 30%, which is a negative 23. So that means that the top 10% is taken from I guess you want to call middle class or whatever. And so then you got the bottom 50% got 1%. That's crazy. Man, that is fucking unbelievable. That's fucking unbelievable, man. That's unbelievable. And peoples is arguing with niggas down in the bottom. Really, you arguing with a motherfucker. Even a nigga in the middle is on the ropes. Even the motherfucker in the middle is on the ropes. You got to wake up. I'm gonna break this shit down for you. I'm gonna get all the numbers and I'm gonna break it and I'm gonna tell you the only way we could come up out of this. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have to knock the top off. You got to go to war with the top. You see what I'm saying? But until then, your going to war is taking over your own community. You cannot share. That's why people keep talking about you sharing. Who the fuck is you sharing? What you sharing your little 1 motherfucking % for, nigga? You sharing your 1%. You need all your percents. You can't share shit with nobody. You can't share nothing with nobody. It's nothing to share. So you got to flip. That's why, man, if motherfuckers knew this, see, the aspirations of people is, I don't know what they trying to achieve. I don't know. That shit is almost like, nigga, is it possible? But it is possible. But when you look at that, you like, what the fuck is going on? And it's going up. It ain't going down. It's going up. You understand what I'm? You're gonna have a slave planet. You see, you're gonna have a slave planet. So you best to wake up. Black power is your only solution. It is the only solution. It's the only solution. It's taking over, and then you might have to have a world revolution. Might have to have a and I'm gonna just say it, might have to have a world revolution. Straight up. You got to balance the scales by any means necessary because that's just totally out of control. Isn't it's no excuse for that at all. You see, it's no excuse for that. Wake up, family. Get over there to Patreon, rock with the general. I see y'all tomorrow. Highlighting, but let me get that one out of there. That's right. Trapped on the plantation. FBA tales from the big house. Just can't break the cycle. The first the first part, the first part of a 12-part series. Don't you dare miss it, family. I'll see y'all later on today. Black Power.